Hey guys, Retro Gaming Maniac here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a budget laptop from ASUS. This is a laptop you can get for less than $200 at Best Buy now, and yes, it's a plastic cheap laptop, but is it able to get you through a full day's worth of work and maybe a little media consumption, light gaming? We're going to find out. I'll go over my personal experience with it in this review, and I hope you enjoy. So far, I'm pretty happy with it, but let's get into it and let's take a look at it. Alright guys, here it is. This is the ASUS E210 laptop. This one in particular I got from Best Buy, and it's a budget laptop, less than $200 at Best Buy with taxes included, depending on when you're able to pick it up. This laptop, just to give you an overview on it, it's an 11.6-inch screen. It's got a dual-core N4020 Celeron. It's got 4 gigs of DDR4 single-channel RAM and 64 gigabytes of memory or storage on it. It's actually pretty good for the price. If you're looking for something just to get some basic work done, maybe some browsing web pages, doing some Excel spreadsheets, Word docs, things like that, it'll do all that just fine. It can do some gaming if it's very light gaming. That Intel Celeron processor is not meant for gaming by any means, but you can also use things like GeForce Now, which we'll get into later. Taking a look at the ports here, let's go ahead and turn it around. You have your barrel plug power port, an HDMI port, USB type A, a USB-C, and a headphone microphone port. Turn it around. You have a single USB port, if I can get my camera to focus. And let's go ahead and open it up. Alright guys, here it is. So we have the laptop opened up, and actually I already have YouTube loaded up here. But if you're looking at the keyboard here, it's got a decent keyboard layout. The keys feel pretty good, feel very responsive. Has a highlighted enter key for some reason, I'm not sure why. It was something different that ASUS has done this time around, is they've included a numerical keypad on the touchpad as well. So in order to activate that, you'll hold the on and off button. The little light will come on, and now you can use this as a numerical pad. So let's give it a try. We have YouTube pulled up here. Let's go ahead and just try typing in a number, about 451 and 451. So it works. Is it something I'm going to use on the regular? Probably not. It's kind of hard to tell what you're pressing. My fingers are kind of fat and they slide around. But anyways, here's some of the branding on the front as far as what it has. And let's go ahead and reload this web page here just to show you how quick it can be. Let's hit the refresh button. We're using my phone's hotspot, so it's not the best signal, but it loads relatively quickly. Scrolling works well. It's pretty responsive. Let's try to load a video here. What can we find? Let's find one of my videos just so we don't run into any issues here. There we go. Go ahead and do full screen on that one. Actually, we'll just do it like this. It's currently playing in 1080p 60. So we could turn on stats for nerds. Honestly, I don't really do that too often. But here you can see that we have how many dropped frames? 47 dropped frames out of over 1,000 right now. So not too bad for 1080p 60 for this Intel Celeron. It's actually a pretty nice little device for getting work done. It does sound pretty decent as well. The sound on it's probably gonna be hard to tell out here, but the speakers are not great, but they're not that bad either. It's got a Sonic Master there for the sound. The sound on it's actually not too bad. It's not great, but for the price, it's actually surprisingly good. Like I said, it's a nice little laptop for just getting work done, browsing the web, watching YouTube videos. You can play games using GeForce Experience, which I actually have downloaded right now. And I also have Samsung DeX. So if you wanted to use your phone and connect it through Samsung DeX, it basically turns your phone into the computer, and your screen is now the keyboard, mouse, and basically just a screen for your phone's, what's a good way of explaining it? Your phone does all the processing work, and it just basically uses your laptop as the screen for it. It's kind of cool. I don't use it too often, but I do find it useful at times. GeForce Experience does work very well. I was able to try this earlier on my home Wi-Fi, which is a pretty decent speed. It's a 5 gigahertz connection, and I was able to play Battlefield 5 which is a big multiplayer game. I didn't really have any issues with buffering or loading, anything like that. And then I played a single player game on Steam called Green Hill, which is kind of a slower paced survival game. It does have multiplayer, but I played the single player mode and no issues there. It did stream it in 720p, which is the resolution of this laptop. And like I said, all in all, if you're looking for a decent laptop, $200 or less to get work done, maybe browse the web, doing some basic media watching, media consumption. And if you're looking for cloud streaming, it actually does that all really well. And for the price, I'm pretty happy with it. The charger that comes with it is a very small, easy to carry barrel plug style charger. It's that classic ASUS, square design, but it actually works really well. The laptop doesn't have any fans, so it's silent, and the speakers are located on the bottom, so that's kind of a negative, but they sound okay for what you get. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this device for less than $200. And I have a gaming laptop, so if I want to game, I'm really either going to be using my gaming laptop or just the GeForce Now on this. But for $200, it's actually a very sleek looking device. It's pretty lightweight, it's not overly heavy, and it's pretty thin. It's easy to carry around. I have my little day bag there that I carry it in, and I'm really enjoying it. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on this laptop is that it's surprisingly good, especially for the price. Normally when you're paying $200 or less, you're going to be getting a Chromebook, not a Windows device. And while I don't really have an issue with a Chromebook, as far as what I need to do at work, I usually run into issues with certain programs working and functioning in a different way than I'm used to, and I really don't like having to relearn anything work related when I already know how to do it on a Windows computer. It just feels like it slows me down, and it slows down my productivity. But for $200 or less, you're able to get this device, the ASUS E210, and it does everything that my computer at work can do in a small portable form factor, and it's really great for the price. It's not the best, you got to adjust your expectations. This isn't going to be the new HP Spectra X360 whatever. It's not a MacBook, anything like that. It's not an expensive device. It's a affordable budget device that does what it's intended to do, and as long as you have realistic expectations, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with it. So far the battery life has been great. I let it charge last night, and I've been using it for about 3 hours today, and it's only dropped about 30%, so surprisingly well for what I was using it for. And that was basic Word documents and web-based work that had to get done. So really good. I do recommend this laptop. Long term, how does it hold up? I don't know. But for $200, at least you're not spending $400 or $500 and then having something happen to it. You're looking at a $200 or less device that just works, and I do enjoy it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave any comments, questions, anything you have down in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer them, and we'll see you on the next one.